Hi guys, and welcome back to Some Foundation. It's been a very long time since I've been able to do anything. Obviously it's been a really hard time for everybody, so I hope everybody's been safe, I hope everybody's been insensible. Anybody that's been hit by the pandemic, obviously my heart goes out to you guys. And I hope the rest of us are doing our bit by staying safe, washing their hands, wearing the masks, all that usual stuff. But there seems to be a light at the end of the tunnel now. So, right. We are back with Foundation. Now they've got a brand new UI on the go, and if you haven't played Foundation before, we're going to be using this map because it's very, what I'd call sort of user-friendly. It's a really good map to start the first game on because there's a lot of food resources with berries and fish involved. Now I haven't really checked many of the other maps out like recently, so I don't know if there's been any updates to that. But as you can see, a whole new UI, which is looking quite a swish. So first thing of all, gonna put our village centre in, and we'll put it somewhere where I want to basically build some houses later on, and we'll get our little guys to work. I've got to remember what to do here, so I'm sure you're gonna be really frustrated. We're going click this, click that, so I've just got to remember how to do everything. So builders hut, first things first, and again, I'm just trying to remember how to do things. 1 second here. I'm just going to check the control tool tips. And yep, there we go. So, right. We can get that swivel in. And again, I can't apologise enough for the pain that you guys are going to go through. I promise you, we will get better. So, strategically placing it for where I may want to expand the village next. So, I want to try to keep as many buildings as central as possible for what I can do. And we're going to mark some zones for extraction. Yeah, get our stone marked, our berries marked, and some trees marked. Again, just fighting with the camera because I'm pretty sure you used to be able to zoom a lot further out than what you used to. But again, that might be my imagination or anything like that. So, actually, no, thinking about it, is this the maximum zoom level? That might very well be. Right, just going to play around with our brush sizes a little bit. That might be a little bit too big for what I'm after. There we go. I want to kind of like keep this area maybe for future housing. So, because it's again right close to the middle, and yeah, we'll just get some extraction going. Forbidden land, that's fine. Let's see what we can build. Lumber camp, stone cutter, forester, sawmill, gathering hut. Well, okay, not much has changed around here, so that's fine. Let's get our basics on the go, really. So, food. Now, normally for a berry garden, berry bush, whatever you want to really call it, you can have up to like 3 berry gatherers on there, like huts. So you can have 9 gatherers altogether. I think it is 3 per one. I'm going to put our stone builders yard down here. You can see the little red ring around it. That's going to make our land value go down. So again, anything that takes our land value down, I'm trying to put off to one side so that people will be able to build houses. Now, I don't think we need a well now until we need to worry about village happiness, but I always like to get one down first of all anyway. And again, as you see, this is a red ring around it, so I'm going to have to find somewhere out of the way so I don't really... I want it close enough to the woods, but I don't really want it too close to where I might want to build housing. Again, we just want to start thinking about our end game from tile 1, if that makes sense. I like to build stuff in little hubs, so I'll expand a tile, then I'll build a little hub in that. But we shall see that later. It's not a big deal. So far, really liking the new little UI. I don't know if you guys have been playing this game recently and what you've been up to. Oh, here we go. So the jobs, and need to actually assign people to jobs. That does help massively. So buildings, trade. Okay, so again, I'm sure we'll look over this all over the place a little bit later. Let's have a little look. So okay, we're going to need all this sort of stuff in the future. Trade, okay. Right. I'm pretty sure there used to be like a quick way to assign people to buildings previously. I believe it was like down the bottom left beforehand where we've got like the speed timer now. But things change. I actually really like this UI. So let's get people assigned to different buildings and we'll try to get some stuff done. So again, apologies, a little bit out of sync of what we need. Okay, so that tells me what I can have on there. I can click that to add some people, so that's a little bit quicker way to pop people on the building side of things. Destroy building, pause. Okay, so I'm just adding as many builds as possible just to start with, because we can move them out later. Our main priority at the moment is making sure things get built. Right, we're going to speed this up and I'll bring you back when all these guys are done. Our lumber camp is finished, so we can get some people sawing. No, not sawing lumber, that's a completely different one, isn't it? So chopping down some trees and getting us some lumber. Gathering huts done. We've got some people assigned to there now, so actually gathering the berries for us, which is brilliant. And our stonemasons, stonecutter, yeah, because stonemason again makes the polished bricks. I'm getting well ahead of myself, aren't I? Right, let's crack on with the next bit. So we need a granary. This one doesn't affect housing value, so I'm going to have that near where I want our housing market, only because this is where we put our food in. So ideally you'd want market stalls near your housing, so you're going to need granaries near your housing. It's just one of those things. So when people go home to rest, they can buy food, they can get water, they can get everything they need. Stonecutter camp, we need to get some people onto here. So we'll pop a person in there. Okay, cool. So we've got the little village display at the top. And I've got everybody in jobs. Okay, so that's probably like when people are dishappy. You can sort by different categories, so like what job they do, how much their happiness is. And we've got our basic resources gathering now. So we've got food, timber, and stone. Right. Just need now the storage bit to be done, the granary. And I forgot, actually, to be fair, how pretty this game is. I really like the style and aesthetics. It's very, for me, sort of early, I don't want to say early settlers, but the gameplay is early settlers, but the graphics are nice and new. I like the sort of the cartoony take on it. It's very relaxing, very chill. Right. Yeah. Okay. Just need some more resources. So let's swap some people around. There we go. Right. So again, because we kind of overindulge in our builders, we'll just swap them out to get some resources, because you can see at the top we've got not much stone. So again, just trying to compensate for that at the moment. Okay, so we've got a wooden bridge. Things will unlock as we obviously unlock them. Logistics, production. Okay, so we've got again some little tabs at the bottom, quick filter tabs, which again will make things a little bit easier in the end. Visibility. Oh, okay, so this is where we can see things like where we put our zones, desirability of land, how fertile the land is. That's pretty cool, because that's a massive part of the game, especially again when later on people have the problems with like no space for housing. You've really got to pay attention to your land value. And it seems like I've bottlenecked this build a little bit, but we're almost there. Are we there? Has it happened? Nice. And again, really just like the aesthetics of the game. I think it's a awesome little game, to be fair. Oh no, there we go, still building. Cool. We now have a granary. We have succeeded in the stuff. So we need to get a transporter for it. Okay. I am still very clunky. Who are we going to take out? And we'll just swap one of those other guys out to get that in. Right. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything. What do we got to do? Stock your resources. Okay. Right. So we'll just crack on with the next part, I think. Okay, full disclosure. I spent ages wondering why this person wasn't working, and I realised I hadn't assigned the berries to it. So after you assign your worker, assign what materials you want actually stored in this. This goes for the warehouse and the granary. But yeah, I just edited that bit out. I literally was there for quite a while, just getting really annoyed with my villager because she was just resting. So to the astute people here, if you notice, there's been a bit of a jump in the video. That's again because first I made this market stall. I ended up putting loads of decorations on it, and I completely forgot that I don't have planks yet. So the market stall was manned, and you can sell from it and stuff like that, but it wouldn't complete the quest because obviously I hadn't got a complete market stall. I am such a plank. Right, so this time we're making it properly. We're going to vigilate this. I don't know if that's the word. Just watch over it, make sure it's built correctly, and this should get our next quest done. Now, I only want to do a couple more things on this episode, just making sure we get all the basics done before we start building things like churches and manor houses and all that type of stuff. I just want to cover the basics on here. So now, this should get us happiness up. It will take a little bit of time, just because people have got to wait till they're hungry enough to eat for them to register the fact there is food available for their happiness. So don't panic when you're playing the game and all of a sudden the changes you are making haven't happened like that second. You've got to wait until that person can require that service. So let's say for instance you run out of church religion needs, it may not happen straight away. Again, for things like clothes, better items like jewelry, the happiness may not go up until they actually go and physically buy that product. So don't panic, it just takes a little bit of time for it to sort itself out. Just having a little look at a few bits and bobs on here. Just wait for this happiness to peak up so we get our next quest. Okay. Come on. It'll happen very soon. I promise you. It'll be like smooth butter, but okay. Let's give ourselves a name. Let's sort it out. If I can spell, there we go. Lord Beard, and the village of Folkestone or Folkestone, depending on how you say it. But that's the little town in Kent where I come from. So we're going to build my local area, but not. It'll just be a lot nicer. Right. Here we go. So Measure for a Kingdom. Right. Okay. So let's have a little think about what we're going to get done. So painted areas. So we can now put down some basic housing. We're pre-prepped for that, so we might do that. So start to unlock things like church and manors. Right, we're not going to do church and manor in this episode because those are things just by itself. So we've got to promote your first newcomers. Again, that will come after we've built the Lord Manor, unlock the warehouse from the Labour Estate panel. Yeah, what not? I'll tell you what, we'll get this done now. So basically we'll start on things like religion and trade, and what's the next one? And the Lord Manor promotions. We'll worry about that next time. So if I've got to remember where I saw, I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. Hold on a second. Trade, budgets. Oh, there we go. So yeah, trade will do the next one. Budget, don't really care about that. Labor, this is what we want. Right, so this is where you unlock all your tech upgrades as such. And again, as you promote people, you'll unlock new things. So we're going to get the warehouse done. It's got find it. Crikey, I am so rusty at this game. I do apologise. Right, so we're going to put it away from where we want our actual housing to go. So, we don't really want a housing near any of these red circles. If we can keep them as close together as we can. And then also the warehouse will take our excess stone, wood, and stuff like that. So, right. I'm just going to basically delete some of the things, because this area here I want deforested first, because this is where I want the housing to go. Do you know what, the land value is quite high up there as well, so we'll put up a little bit down there, pop some stuff down here, and again, people like land value, access to goods, and how close they are to their workplace. But if you can see a level of that, the desirability is really low down there. So you need housing near where they're going to work, but out of the red rings if possible. Right. What do we need for that? Do we need planks for that? 1 second. What have we unlocked? Sawmill. Right, okay. So we should have built this first. Right. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to hate me, aren't you? Let's be honest with you. I have forgotten how to play most of this game. I can assure you, I'm normally quite good at this game. It's just been a while, okay? Let's just blame something else. There's nothing to see. Yes, everything's fine. Ah, what's that? Okay. So in there's a option for deforestation. So that's why that person's able to start building a house in the woods. I can't remember if that was a thing before. I thought they would only build when you gave them enough land around there to build. Okay. That's interesting. So we might as well then just re-put the extraction zone wherever, because they'll build houses wherever they want. It just means we lose out a little bit of wood, but then we can always reforest areas if we want to. So actually, yeah, I'm not that worried about that. Okay, I'm going to fast forward to these bits of build, because I've done things a little bit out of order. 9 times, everything's now built. Okay. It didn't take that long in all honesty, but it would have gone smooth if I'd done it the other way around. But hey, never mind. We need to juggle some people around now. So I've got someone available for this. And it's just a transport, I believe. I don't think there's a difference between the two different types of transporter. Let's assign them manually, maybe. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Now, I know back in the old expansion you could just like assign like loads of people to gatherers or whatever, and they'll naturally go to their workplace. But we'll just assign manually for this one. I'm gonna see what goods we want on here. So we start stockpiling stuff, and there we go. Everything's been done. Again, we're gonna worry about the trade routes, stuff like that next time. We're going to worry about the rustic church next time. We're going to worry about the Lord's Manor next time. Possibly unlock some new tiles. But as you can see, we've got a lovely little village going. We've got food going. Some people have built houses annoyingly close to berry gatherers, but that's my fault for putting the zones up there. Again, another newbie error. It doesn't matter though. But yeah. I really, really like how this video is starting up, and we're going to leave it here. Hopefully you guys will see me in the next episode. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like what you see, I'd just give it a thumbs up anyway, because we're a very small channel. We're very new, and I just can't wait to put some more content out there and get you guys support on that. Anyway, peace out. I'll see you next time.